Recording.
Alright, we're back. And yesterday evening, I put new brake pads on the front of the DRZ, aka the doozy, my stroker big bore, because when I changed over my tires from the knobbies, the TKC80 on the front, I noticed that I had substantial wear on my brake pads, and I noticed some diminished power. Last night I did a live on my Instagram, which I saved, so that would have been for April 10th, 2023. If you want to see the live, me changing my brake pads and conditioning my rotor and cleaning all that business out. Woohoo! I put these EBC, I think they're just HH pads. Oh man, I haven't really done a full bedding in process on these, but instantly better. Very thankful to have done that process. So, I don't know if you really watch how I ride when I go through the, I call it the Casino Motorsports Park, but I brake pretty hard going up to the stop sign over there, and just about anywhere where I'm riding a little bit aggressively, if there is such a thing. I've had this out on the kart track a few times, and it's a heavier bike than what I'm used to, but all of that wear and tear, I suppose, adds up. And this bike's got, crud, I don't know, where are we at right now? 11,000, between 11 and 12,000 miles on it. So more likely than not, they haven't been replaced. But I think they got a lot more wear. I think they got a lot more wear because of me versus the previous owner. No dig at him. And these people are just ding-donging along. They're what I call the driving yo-yos. They speed up and slow down. They're probably more concerned about me being behind them than anything. It's very windy today out of the south, and what I'm dealing with is just kind of that crosswind, that shear force that you have to kind of lean with. And I combat that as best I can by trying to be loose up front, kind of letting my hands just hang on to the bars and my elbows just kind of dropping a little bit. That way I'm not stiff. Oh yes, make sure and hit your brakes abruptly, then turn your turn signal on. Those people were afraid to turn right, apparently. But I wanted to make sure and make myself visible for the drivers and make myself audible, so I don't have to use the full power of these brake pads to avoid them. That's just kind of a crappy situation that I gotta avoid, but what are you gonna do? Most of the time I probably would have been okay, because sometimes people are paying attention, but that one time that you don't, you into trouble. And I don't want to have a messed up trip to the gym or trip somewhere else. So that's kind of one example. It's very nominal of defensive riding. One of these times I'm going to take off down in that, along the river over here, but I'll have to do it on the E model. I've yet to ride it with the new D606 rear tire, so I'm a little bit reluctant to take any more than I have to on the tarmac, so I don't mess those up. I want to try to get as much good riding as I possibly can out of those before they start squaring off. But when I was out in the sand last time, those tires were just so gone. I couldn't, with the weight of the DRZ, I just could not. I could not get enough drive to get on top. And that's hard enough anyway. So there's 4th. And these people are just kind of tiptoeing along. Other than that, we've had a good day. I've rebuilt the, I don't know what to call that. We'll just call it the axle, if you will. The axle, if you will, for the finish mower that I use with the tractor at my mom's house. Nice turn signal, Rug Doctor. Non-existent turn signal. Hey, word to the wise, if you're driving a company vehicle, even if where you're on call or you're going home, use your turn signals. How about just using them all the time anyway? That'd probably be good. So annoying. I'm looking at very soon tearing down the engine. Probably going to have to be doing a full removal of the YZ400F, that is a 444. I'm really contemplating, if I have any cylinder damage, just going back down to a 426 on that. I think that it may just be too much piston weight for that rod bearing combination. Oh, we're gonna hit the brakes, then turn our turn signal on. That's what they teach you. That's what it says in the driver book. At least they did use a turn signal and their brake lights work. But for crying out loud, people, it's not that hard. Oh, that's a beautiful tree. Too bad it's where it's located over there, which takes the beauty all away from it. Hello, Ranger Danger people. You gotta wave at Ranger Danger people. Yeah, these brake pads feel loads better. So we're Tuesday at the gym and we're gonna hit some arms. I'm excited for hitting some arms. So we're gonna get right to it. But yeah, these aren't race brake pads or anything, so I'm not too worried about hitting doing like a full bed in or anything. I'm just gonna ride it like normal. If I was counting on it having that braking power that I would want at the track, I'd probably do like a bed-in procedure on it. You probably should do it anyway, but I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, I cleaned up the rotor really well. Afterwards, brake clean and scrubbed with a 3M pad. Cleaned up before I compressed my pistons, I cleaned them up quite well, so I didn't end up pushing any of that brake dust or any of the road grime into the seals, so that they stay sealed. But hey, I think that's a successful ride to the gym with my new brake pads. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.